Hey everyone, so today we are going to go and undo what I was doing with those millet bells several months ago. How we stacked them out to let them dry out a little bit more because they were too wet when we baled them. And now it is time to put them back because the person that is coming to haul them, who bought them, is coming soon. So we need to put them in a stack so we can do that efficiently when he comes. And we don't have to stack them when he comes. So that is what we are going to do today in the 7410 with the loader. So I have not been taking videos of what I've been doing lately. So I'll just do a very quick video on a run through of what we've been doing in our shop. Mainly I haven't been doing this just because the projects that we're working on started before I started my YouTube channel. So I didn't really see why I should jump in through halfway through the project. One of the main projects that we've been working on is this. So this is a 1985 K20, which is a Chevy pickup, and it had a 350, the original engine in it, and we had the water pump go out, but we didn't realize it. We don't have a working thermometer or temperature gauge inside of the vehicle, so we didn't know that it started to overheat, and it overheated, and it seized the engine. So that was kind of a bad deal because we like this truck. We call it Old Blue. We've had it ever since I was a little kid. So it's kind of one of those things that I just remember growing up with it. So what my dad did is we went and bought a newer Vortec block that was rebuilt with the pistons and the valves and all the internals pretty much on it. It just didn't have a carburetor or anything. And we decided the carburetor was a bad idea just because it's really hard to run in the winter, summer, you have to change up all the stuff. It's not very reliable for the winter starting. So we put a Sniper EFI system on there, where the EFI is just an electronically controlled fuel injection system. So it should run, and it should also get very good gas mileage. And we've been having problems with putting the EFI on it, just because we got it from a company, like a kit pretty much. They told us what we needed. And so the coil in the back, they sent us one that didn't have high enough rating, high enough voltage, or not voltage, but power to create a spark when it's compressed. And it didn't have a strong enough spark. And it never actually cranked over all the time that we've been working on it. And so then we decided that we just needed to change that. We changed that out, and we finally got the thing to start. But then we realized after a little while, I was looking over the engine while we were letting it run, and my dad was working on the tuning of the first start, and it didn't have fuel in one of the ports for the throttle body. So that means one of the injectors was bad, and that was caused by the system that's on it. They had a problem with one of the connectors on some of the injectors. It was a little poor connection, and to not void the warranty, they want us to not even open it up and try to fix the connection. They're sending us a new one, and we're gonna throw that new one in there, and then we're gonna take this one and send it back to them, and then they're gonna fix it. So we don't have to worry about that. The part should be here tomorrow, so we should be able to get this thing running. I'm really excited for that. This is one of those projects I've been really excited for a while. We just haven't had a whole lot of time to work on it in the middle of the summer. It's got a nice flatbed. This is a flatbed my dad made for it when my parents barely got married. So it's like it's about 25 years old probably, is what my guess would be. It's got LED lighting for each of the backup lights and marker lights and the tail lights. We're also adding some lighting, more lighting up here. We've also been working on a welding project. I won't get into too much detail on that, but we've been working on that alongside as this. So that's kind of what we've been doing as projects go. And then on the side, while I've been waiting for things for me to do, I've been cleaning up our shop. This over here used to be a good 2-3 feet of just garbage and trash, and not trash, but just parts and stuff that we haven't had a spot to put, and I finally figured out a spot to put them, moved them. And then also in our wood shop, I and my brothers have a hobby of woodworking. I make cutting boards and they make some wooden toys. So we have some wood tools and stuff, and this is kind of the part of the shop that the wood stuff's in, and I cleaned that up also. I've cleaned back here up. I've been working on tools, and so that's kind of what's been going on in the shop. And also the engine is all put back together pretty much. We have a few parts over here, just like a few hoses and stuff. Since the sprayer is hydraulic, it has hydraulic motors running the wheels, it's gonna have, we've heard that you can undo some of those and you can actually drag it. And we're gonna try to do that once we get that truck started. We're gonna try to drag that in here so then we don't have to work outside in the cold. Because this next week is supposed to be extremely cold. We don't like working out in the cold, and it's also windy because it's Nebraska. Nebraska is extremely windy almost always. So we're gonna try to pull that in here and put the engine back in that and call that good, get that thing running. And then from there, we have a couple projects that we could start working on, but it's starting to get later in the season where we need to start working on the equipment and making sure it's all the hay equipment, making sure it's working and stuff. So we'll probably start on that, but we might squeeze in like another engine rebuild on one of our wheel loaders. We might not have time for that, but it'd be great to have that done because then we wouldn't have to worry about it. Other than that, that's kind of what's been going on in the shop. That's what we've been doing this past like couple weeks. So if you're curious, that's what we've been doing. And the end of the video, have a great and safe week. I'm hoping to start up on some videos again, doing them weekly. If you like what you've seen, go subscribe. Any questions about any of this stuff that we've been doing, throw it in the comments. And then another thing is, I had a person reach out to me wanting to see all of our equipment. He wanted me to do not a shop tour, but a equipment tour of our farm. If you want that, I need 3 comments asking me to do that. So throw that down in the comments. Other than that, see ya.